The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today I'm going to be doing a features inspection on a beautiful boat from Riviera, the Belize 66 Daybridge. The Belize line is an upscale boutique brand, and it's loaded with premium features throughout, and also an elevated level of fit and finish that we'll show you as we make our tour. Let's get started. The aft deck, certainly our first gathering area, and welcoming it is indeed. It starts with a bench seat across the transom, 7 feet 10 inches across, L-shaped seating over to the starboard side and forward. There's a pedestal table, solid teak, gloss finished, expandable, 4 beverage holders in the middle. Over to the port hand side, take a look at this. Double electric grill, serving area, refrigerated drawer underneath, and an ice maker. All of the exterior decking is of course teak. This entire area is protected by the extended flying bridge deck 7 feet 5 inches above, and notice all of the teak inlay work. The sides are further protected by glass panels, stainless steel rails, and teak trim inside. Both the port and starboard side have these boarding gates. There's access to the swim platform from both port and starboard. The platform comes out 5 feet 8 inches from the transom. It's hydraulically actuated, so we can use it as a private beach or launch a tender from the garage just ahead. To the starboard side, there's a reboarding ladder. Just behind is a 10-inch pop-up cleat for securing the tender. Rails are put into sockets on the platform to accommodate launching the tender. The garage can hold up to a 10-foot tender with the outboard attached. Wow, now as we move to the interior, this is just a beautifully laid out boat. Belize did a really nice job on this. I can already see that there's an additional level of fit and finish going on through here, and so much natural light coming in from all around, especially the huge wraparound windshields. But first things first, galley is over to the starboard side and located aft. Let's look at the details. The galley is U-shaped and consists of stone counters, plenty of it. The area is mostly about storage, mostly. There's still some functionality though. For example, there's a Miele induction cooktop right underneath a vent fan, and take a look at this. It automatically goes on as you extend the fan. Plus, the light comes on automatically. Storage up above, and the level of fit and finish that I said was elevated with Belize. Take a look right in the cabinets here. Notice it's beveled at the bottom instead of coming right down. Little bit of an extra step, but it looks great. And there's a C-zone control panel. This will control all the electrical on the boat, and there's another panel at each helm. Now there's plenty of storage below. Convection microwave oven. One other thing about the storage, take a look at this compartment. To the opposite side, Miele dishwasher, double basin stainless steel sink. Now I said that this section of the galley was mostly about storage. That's because opposite is the refrigeration. Refrigerator, freezer, and freezer drawer. And this is neat, another creative use of space. Look at this storage. And just ahead, 2 more refrigerated drawers. Further forward are all the entertainment center components. To the port hand side, there's a TV on an electric lift. I like how the galley is centrally located between the 2 main deck social areas, the aft cockpit and the forward salon, and we can further blend the 2 together by opening up this large window. Here's an example of how Belize takes things to the next level. Look at this deck. They left it open grain, so it has a non-skid feature, and they even added to that by mixing a little bit of silica in with the varnish. As we enter the salon, 9-inch step makes the transition. However, the overhead also increases, so we maintain the same height that we had in the galley area. And another beautiful area for socializing. Opposing seating in 2 L-shaped sofas. The one aft is wrapping around an ottoman with a movable table and, frankly, removable. And underneath, glass and bottle storage, all in sorters. Carpeting throughout the deck. Forward, the L-shaped seating wraps around a solid wood table for dining. 3 movable chairs add to the seating area. And the satin walnut finish table again highlights the excellent joinery work at Belize. Across from the dining table, 2 drawers for sorting cups, silverware, and below, plates. Notice the built-in storage feature and rounded edges. A lot of attention to detail also on the differing materials of the overhead, the LED lighting, and notice the recessed lighting. Also, the air conditioning vents are located inside these panels so that the entire room cools evenly. You don't have one person freezing while another one is still hot. Again, beautiful fit and finish. Look at the bullnose joinery to this edge, and it's raised, ultra leather inside. And also notice that this is part of the higher level of attention that's paid to a Belize. This is a single piece, steamed and bent right around. In addition to so much natural light, I also like how the windows are nice and low, so I have clear sight lines out to the horizon. That's an important factor, especially for your land-based guests. And more next level joinery work. They didn't have to surround this hatch in walnut, but they did. To the starboard side, there's an opening window, and to port, there's an opening watertight door that gives us easy access to the side deck and our next social zone at the bow. It's really hard not to appreciate the comfort level of this bow seating area. U-shaped seat wrapping around a beautifully finished teak table, beverage holders in the center, and this is on a high-low pedestal so it can drop down and accommodate a filler cushion to turn this whole area into a sun pad. The seat backs all are adjustable into 4 positions, and all of this is protected overhead by a pop-up bimini with multicolor lights. Just ahead are 2 insulated cool boxes, and there's storage to both sides. Now, this model of the 66 is a Sky Lounge version, so we have another entertainment venue up above. There's access to the upper deck from the inside, not the outside. Notice the added treatment of non-skid on the wood stairs, floating tread stairway, and there are courtesy lights underneath and storage just alongside. Okay, clearly this is a welcoming entertainment venue. L-shaped seating over to the starboard side. The seat back allows it to be a chaise lounge, and there's opposing seating to port. On the opposite side, wrapping around a solid wood table with a high gloss finish, beverage holders are in the center, and we can bring the table up, still exposing the beverage holders and a grab rail this time. There's snap-in carpeting on the deck. Obviously, all of this level can be enclosed. The overhead 6 feet 2 inches above, beautiful teak treatments, and a large opening sunroof. Aft, there's a fully open boat deck surrounded by a rail 33 inches high. Just ahead, there's a sink with plenty of open space where we could add an optional grill. There's a refrigerated drawer underneath, storage to the side. Around the corner, there's an ice maker. Over to the starboard side is another refrigerated drawer. 2 deck chairs make up the seating area. We can add to the shaded area by bringing out an extendable awning. Now let's check out the accommodations on this 4-stateroom, 3-head yacht. The master is full beam with 2 hull side windows and opening ports, 1 to each side, and those opening ports send alarms to the helm when they're opened. 6 feet 3 inches of headroom, island berth at a comfortable height. A lot of builders will put them too high, so you have to climb into the berth. This is very comfortable. There's storage over to the left-hand side, just underneath the hull side window. Storage and nightstands, cedar-lined hanging locker, TV to the forward bulkhead, beautiful joinery work on this door. Notice the differing materials and how well they blend. Upholstered bulkheads and upholstered overhead, another hanging locker, and then there's a couch underneath the starboard side window. To the port side of the berth, there's lighting and drawers underneath. And look at the design styling. All rounded corners, nice valance that's dropped down with backlighting, rounded corners around the cabinetry, all next level, even trim work above and below the TV. The ensuite is just behind. There's an 11-inch step as we come into this ensuite. I'd like to see another step added there. 2 5.5-inch steps wouldn't be a bad idea. Now, let's take a look at these features. Frosted port light over on the starboard side and another one to port. Electric flush toilet is on an elevated platform. Faux teak decking throughout. Stone countertops with a vessel sink, mirror above and just behind the faucet. There's storage below and to the side. Heated towel rack, thank you very much. And then a ginormous enclosed shower with a teak seat. This door would lead to what would be the crew quarters. It's eliminated on this boat. And there's also engine room access. Right here, stacked washer and dryer, as well as plenty of storage for product. As we make our way out of the master, more storage solutions, and take a look at this, a soft touch to the opening wine chiller. Continuing ahead to the VIP, laid out in the typical fashion of an island berth, accessible from both sides. Those steps come up and make it a comfortable 31 inches off the deck. There are hull side windows to both sides. Mirror on the forward headboard, 6 feet 8 inches of overhead clearance for storage to both sides of the berth, 4 drawers under the berth, and hanging lockers to both sides. There's a vanity and a TV. Now just at the entrance is the private access to the ensuite. This one has a full-length mirror just ahead of the entrance. There's an electric flush toilet, an opaque port light at the walk-in shower. There's a mirror just ahead of the vessel sink, which is mounted on top of a stone counter. Now just outside the private entrance is the shared head. This one has all the same features of the VIP head, plus an additional entry to this guest stateroom. This one features a hull side window, opening port light, 2 single berths that electrically slide together, and a full-length mirror just above the upholstered headboard. Storage is underneath and in a hanging locker. And directly across is our 4th stateroom. This one features over-under berths in an L fashion. There's also a hull side window with an opening port light. Storage is in shelves and in a hanging locker just ahead of the entrance. Now in this 3-stateroom version, the starboard guest stateroom is removed and is replaced with the laundry. The master is also bigger. And it's also available in a hardtop version. For someone that makes a career out of seeing so many boats, it's always comforting to see an elevated level of fit and finish like I am here. There's also comfort and ergonomics all coming together in the Belize 66 Daybridge. And that's my full features inspection. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.